Hello and welcome to Tencap Tennis. In this video we will explain some of the details of the standings page within your club or league event. Starting at your dashboard page, go to the home page of your event by clicking on the Events tab at the top of the page or scrolling down your dashboard directly to the event. In this case we're going to be looking at the Women's Doubles League. Once you're in the event page, select your division or take a quick link to the standings page. The column highlighted in orange is the column you've designated as the determinant for who is at the top of the standings page. The other columns seen in the standings page are dependent on how you set up the event. Let's go to Edit Event Settings to see how the event was set up. As an administrator, you can always edit your event in the Admin Links section at the top of the page. Remember, only administrators have access to these links. In the event scoring configuration, you will see how your standings are determined. At the top of the page is the options for showing the type of set being played. This drives the default setting, awarding the winner of defaulted games the necessary games to win each set. So depending on which set you select to be a regular set within your event, when a person wins by default, they will be allocated that number of games to win the set. Next is the most critical piece of the standings page. How will standings be determined? Here you have 5 options. Option number 1 is Challenge Ladder Bump. This will determine standings based on each individual match played. For example, when the number 5 person on the ladder plays the number 3 on the ladder and beats him, in the ladder bump setting, 5 will take the place of 3 and everyone else in the ladder will bump down. Challenge Ladder Swap is similar, but instead of bumping everyone down, when 5 challenges 3 and beats him, the 2 will swap places. Percentage of games won is a popular standings determinant for leagues. It calculates the percentage of games won for each individual or team instead of just counting the win-loss record. Finally, points average and points total takes either the average points earned per duel or match in the event or the total points earned throughout the event based on the point assignment options below. So for example, if I allocate 1 point for every game won, 2 points for every set won, and 5 points for every match won, your players will be earning points for each of these criteria within the event depending on what scores are entered for each match. You also have a More Options link on the left, which when you click will open up More Option tab. This will allow you to allocate points for playing a match, winning a duel by sweep, meaning you do not lose a single match within the duel. You can allocate points for each match that is won by full default, for each duel won by full default. And more importantly, you can penalize players by giving negative points for each match lost by full default or each duel lost by full default. After all, no one likes to have a match defaulted. These default settings will not penalize teams who may begin to play the match but then have to default due to injury. That's why they are called full default. A match that has already begun but has to be defaulted is known as a partial default in the Tencap Tennis event management system. The standings format allows you to select whether teams, individuals, or both will be shown in the standings page. And finally, the standings data allows you to select what data you would like shown in the event columns on the standings page. Remember, as it says below the event scoring configuration, when you make changes to the event and save the event, the same changes will take effect in all of the divisions within your event. If you'd like to make a custom change to each division within the event, click Continue to go to the division page. Click the Edit link on the division you would like to edit and go through the same process of editing each division to your desired configurations. Remember to save the event after making any changes to it, and you can head back to your event homepage. Looking again at the standings page of the division, you can now see all the columns that were selected within the division settings. And if you would like to see the standings of all individuals within your event, select the individuals in the standings view section and click Go. Here are all the individuals participating in the event and all the points they have earned based on how we set up the points for the event. You can see 82 points earned was earned because we are now allocating 1 point for every game won, 2 points for every set won, and 5 points for every match won. Another great feature of the Tencap Tennis event management system is that at any time during your event, you can go back to edit the event and change the event configuration. This will adjust the standings accordingly. So if we go back into our event and rather allocate 0 points for winning a game, 0 points for winning a set, and 0 points for winning a match, but rather in the more options section only allocate 1 point for winning a duel, and then save the event. If we go back to the standings page, you'll see how the matches that have already been entered into the event are adjusted based on those new event configuration settings that you set. And if we go to the individual standings once again, you see that the individual standings is basically just a list of all the players that have earned no point. This is because we only allocated 1 point for winning a duel, and no individual player can win an entire duel. Only teams can win duels. Adjusting the edit event settings to change the standings within your event based on different scoring configurations can only be done when dealing with the percentage of games won, points average, or points total. It does not work for ladder bump or ladder swap because those standings are purely based on the order of play and cannot backtrack to see what the standings would have been if the event had been played in a challenge ladder format. Remember, you can also look through all the standings of all the divisions in your event by selecting a different division. That's it for the standings video. For more information on the Tencap Tennis event management system, watch some other event-based videos. Thanks for watching. Get out there and play more tennis. What's your Tencap?